welcome back to another episode of Straight A's, a podcast for middle schoolers by middle schoolers. I'm your host, Lester.
I'm your co-host, Billy.
And I'm your other co-host, Chuck.
According to a survey by the New York Post, 45% of Americans struggle to read their own handwriting.
So that gave us the question.
Should kids be graded on their handwriting?
We'll tell your opinion after the break.
Now, picture this. You just finished writing a beautifully crafted essay, pouring your heart and soul onto the paper. But alas, your handwriting resembles the scribbles of a deranged chicken. The question is, should your grades suffer because of your handwriting?
Many people can argue that no, students should not suffer from their bad handwriting. Some people are good at writing and others aren't. It's a fact that we can't change.
However, other people may argue that students should be punished for bad handwriting. I mean, how are teachers or anyone really going to be able to read what you wrote if it looks like a tornado hit an ink factory?
Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Why should handwriting even matter? We have computers and tablets now. And you know what? You're not wrong.
Technology has definitely changed the game. We're all typing away on our keyboards, sending emails and texting our friends. Handwriting seems like a thing of the past, but hear us out.
Handwriting is more than just putting pen to paper. It's a form of self-expression. Think about it. When you write, your personality shines through. Your handwriting is like your fingerprint. It's unique to you. So, shouldn't we appreciate that uniqueness instead of slapping a grade on it?
On the other hand, I get it. Teachers have a lot on their plates. Grading papers, keeping up with lessons, dealing with all of us middle schoolers. It's a tough job. So it's understandable that they may have some sort of standard for grading handwriting. It's easier to read and evaluate neat, legible handwriting.
Plus, let's not forget about those poor souls who have to decipher sloppy handwriting. It's like trying to crack a secret code.
But here's the thing. Not all of us have the same handwriting skills. Some of us naturally have beautiful penmanship, while others struggle to make their letters behave. Does that mean those with not-so-great handwriting are any less intelligent? Absolutely not.
In fact, here's a list of famous people who have had bad handwriting.
First of all, Albert Einstein. That's a big name right there.
Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft.
Mahatma Gandhi, a non-violence activist. But sadly, we can't say the same for his handwriting.
Napoleon's handwriting bore a similar personality to him.
Picasso, the famous artist, had illegible handwriting.
The point is, we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and handwriting shouldn't define our abilities.
So what's the solution? Should we ditch handwriting grades altogether? Well, maybe not. How about we shift the focus? Instead of grading solely on how pretty our letters look, let's grade on effort. Did we take the time to write neatly? Did we try our best to make our words legible? Effort is something we all control.
Now, to truly show you both sides of the argument, we're interviewing kids at our school who have good handwriting and kids who have a unique style of writing. But first, a quick break.
Oh hey guys, I'm Elliot, and I have the handwriting of a caffeinated spider. I mean, seriously, my teachers must need a magnifying glass to decipher my hieroglyphics. But does that mean I deserve a lower grade? I don't think so.
Elliot, you make a valid point. Handwriting, after all, is just one aspect of communication. It's like judging a book by its cover, or in this case, judging an essay by the loops and swirls of its letters. Our fingers have a mind of their own, you know?
Absolutely. And let's not forget that some of the great minds in history had terrible handwriting. I bet even Einstein's scribbles looked like a secret code to the universe. So, should we penalize brilliance just because their penmanship is a bit wonky?
That's a fantastic point, Elliot. After all, the content of our work should be the focus, not the aesthetics of our letters. Who cares if an A looks like an E or an S appears as a squiggly line? As long as our thoughts are crystal clear, right?
Hey guys, I'm Joe, and let me play devil's advocate here. So picture this, you're a teacher buried under a mountain of assignments, trying to decipher an essay that looks like you created your own font name You Can't Read Me. It's a nightmare, trust me. Joe, no one said being a teacher was easy, right? But think about it, if we're grading on our handwriting, it could discourage students who struggle in that area. Education is about nurturing every student's potential, not just the ones with perfect penmanship. I see your point, but imagine a world where everybody has impeccable handwriting. It would be like living in a calligraphy wonderland. Plus, clear and legible handwriting does make life easier for teachers, no? Touché, Joe. In a perfect world, we'd all have handwriting like Shakespeare. But let's face it, we're not all destined to be professional scribes. We have computers now, for goodness sake. Can't we just focus on our ideas and let the handwriting be a quirky sideshow?
And there you have it, the handwriting debate settled by a bunch of middle schoolers. Remember, it's not the size of your letters that matters, it's the size of your ideas. Stay curious, keep writing, and we'll catch you next time on Stray Days. Hey everyone, before you go, here's an update on the online tool leaderboard. As of right now, Prodigy is in the lead, followed by GimKit, Duolingo, and the Calculator app.
To refresh your memory, the online tool poll is the poll where we will be holding for the rest of Season 1. We will be holding a poll in each episode to figure out what you guys, our viewers, think is the most useful tool when it comes to learning and studying.
You can choose from apps like the Calculator app or websites like Khan Academy.
It would be greatly appreciated if you could vote in the poll so we can help other middle schoolers like you help them get the best of their education potential.
If the option you choose tells you to specify, please specify by leaving a comment about what you chose.
Also, we will be replacing Mystery Science with GimKit because we feel it's more popular with middle schools. If you want to select Mystery Science, select Other in the poll and write Mystery Science in the comments.
Unfortunately, the poll is only available on Spotify, so you have to go there if you want to vote.
This week's shoutout is to Himmy Buckets, who left us a comment on our AI, the New Teacher in Town episode.
If you wanted to be shouted out, consider leaving a comment and leaving a review.
Leaving a comment and reviewing our show can help other middle schoolers like you find this show.
Another announcement, Straight A's now has an official newsletter written by none other than me, Billy, the co-host. You can find more information and subscribe by going to straight-a's.beehive.com. That's straight-as.beehiiv. Or you could go to our podcast description and click on the link to subscribe to the newsletter.
I'm your host, Lester.
And I'm your co-host, Billy.
And I'm your other co-host, Chuck.
That's all for today's episode. See you next time.